1830's plantation today, and I've got Mr. Mike Howell from LMS Metal Detecting. I've got my main man here, Mr. Surfside Dan. He's gonna try to dig another one of those Rosa Americana coins. Let's see if he'll get lucky enough to dig one. But anyway, this is gonna be a great adventure, great hunt. So stay tuned. We're gonna share some finds from these guys because these guys are excellent metal detectorists. I promise you that. This is gonna be a lot of fun, so stay tuned. We're all running a different machine. Stay tuned for the adventure, and let's see what we can find today on this 1730s plantation. Our first target today, and it was ringing up sort of weird. It was ringing up in the 53, 64 range on the XP Deus 2. I'm gonna let you guys hear it real quick. It's down 55. That's what we're getting, and that's a pretty low number, but we're gonna see what we got here, so stay tuned. Let's see what we have. And we got a button. Got a button. Wow, that's a weird looking one too. It's got like a, almost looks like it's got a hole in it. See that, guys? Look at it. It's got like a little hole in the middle of it. Looks like it was maybe an iron back on it. That's what it looks like. Two-piece button. And that's our first find of the day with the XP Deus 2, but we'll take that. Not real sure. Let's pull these headphones off. Not real sure how old it is, but you guys can see it right there. And two-piece with some sort of hole in the middle of it, and looks like it might have had an iron back to it. So there you go. First find of the day on this 1700 site. And it is a button to start off our day. All right, guys, we got an 87 here, which is ringing up really high. Now, this could be a piece of iron. There's a lot of big iron in this area. This area has just been pounded over the years, but there's still an 87 signal in here. I'm willing to give it a shot and see what it is. So hang on and I'll show you guys. Let's see what this target is. So it's down there in this clump. Let's see what my machine says. And we're getting an 86, 87. Dan's got the Manicore. What are we seeing, Dan?
69, 70. Not round. It's oblong.
Yeah, it's oblong, so. Let's see what we got here, guys. Just a weird signal to be still laying in here, because most of those.
Could be a coin on edge.
Well, it could be. Or it could be a piece of brass something. So.
Not what we wanted.
No, not what we wanted, but it was amazing that that was still in here, ringing up that high. So we had to dig it because we're on a 1700 site. And you have to take those kinds of chances. Okay, we've been walking around on this 1730s plantation. This place has been hunted pretty hard. Not a lot of targets in here. I've actually walked over to a new area, and I got a 51, 50, 49 signal. Wasn't very strong, and we dug it, and let me show you what we got. If you look down here, we've got a very, very teeny-tiny flat button. There it is, that we just pulled out of the ground. You can see it. I believe it's a cuff button, but again, there just aren't a lot of targets left. Y'all can see this is a wooded area. This place has been pounded over the years, but there's still a few goodies still lying in here. You're just gonna have to really work for them. The shank is broke off on it, and it was ringing up a 5150 on the XP Deus 2, running our famous sweeper program. So we're sneaking out targets with the sweeper. Okay, you get out on a 1700s plantation, and sometimes you don't find 1700 stuff, but you find some other things. So our buddy Mike Heil from LMS Metal Detecting, he's been over there shooting coins, but hasn't been calling anybody over. He's just been having a good time. So and there's Mike over there. You see him over there laughing. Surfside Dan, we're all taking a lunch break, and we come over here, and Mike says, "Oh, I've been finding stuff. I found some coins." Well, he does. He's found some great coins. Let's take a look at what Mike's found so far on the lunch break. So here it is, a lunch break. Take a look. So down here, Mike has found 2 nice little Mercuries. Yeah, now 1941 is the date I got off of one of them. It's got a nice buffalo, and he dug that in an area that I actually found a buffalo in too, not too long ago. But he's got a nice little buffalo, a couple of wheat cents. Again, not 1700 stuff, but sometimes that's just the way it goes. Looks like a little lantern piece. Don't know what this is. Have no idea, but it's got a lens on it. Could be for a gauge. Mike thinks it could be for a pair of goggles. Looks like a door piece, maybe. And this was really cool. I really like the design on this. And you guys can see that. And looks like it might have been something that clipped on, possibly. Not real sure. So, again, those are Mike's finds. I found 2 buttons and a harmonica reed, and I think Dan's found a couple of buttons as well. And he found a really nice ornate piece too that's solid brass, and it has some design on it. So yeah, so we're finding things. So not a lot left out here, but we're slowly picking through some of the stuff that's still here. So stay tuned. If we find anything else, we'll put it up there. Hopefully you guys are having a great day, and we'll catch you guys soon. Okay, we got y'all see it, a 24, 23, 25. Tracing in the center on the Mind Lab Manicore. We're gonna give this a dig and see what we get. 24. 23, 24, painting in the middle. We're on a 1700 site. Let's see what we can get here. 24, 25. See if we got it out of the hole. $23, $24. Not giving us that good of a paint. Almost on the sidewall, which is usually not a good sign. Let's see if we got it out that time. Nope. Well, let's see here. Nope. Where is it? And we're gonna have to go down on our knees, guys. Oh wow, look what we just dug. It's a shield nickel. 5-cent shield nickel. Check that out. Trying to get a date. This one's in great shape too. I can't get the date off of it. Did you guys see it? Old shield nickel. Check that out. And it is in fantastic shape. You guys saw it. Let's get it in the sun. This was ringing up a 23, 24. It's a little bit jumpy, but the shield part is in excellent shape. So we should be able to, looks like 1867 for this shield nickel. And the front of it is in unbelievable shape. So yeah, what a super find that was with the Mind Lab Manicore. And that makes the hunt old Surfside Dan's over there. He's trying to get it done. He's after him a coin too. And we just got us an 1867 shield nickel. Unbelievable. I love these coins. They're real hard to find. They weren't made for that long, so to dig one is always really cool. And we are on a 1700s plantation, but of course this plantation ran all the way up into the 1800s and the early 1900s, and you know, we're still finding stuff off of it. But this was a tough one, but we got it. An old shield nickel. We've been walking around this plantation all over the place, but I just dug a shield nickel, and Dan said, let's go up here closer to the front. And so we decided to do that, and we had a little lunch break, and you guys saw the finds from the lunch break. But again, this is a 1700s plantation, and look at what I just popped out of the ground. This is a beauty. And I know we got a shadow on this. Let's turn a little bit, but check that out. This is a beautiful sportsman's button.
Beautiful condition.
Yeah, and you guys can see the dog on the front of it. Check out the back too.
Oh, beautiful.
Just an unbelievable find. This was ringing up a 45-47 on the Minelab Manicore, and it was acting really crazy, and it might be because it smashed in a little bit in the back, but it's definitely a beautiful find. I love finding these because you just know that this was somebody wearing this back in the 1800s. And this is a big button. You guys can tell how big it is in my hand. And of course, I keep telling you this side has been hunted, but again, no side is ever really hunted out. There's always a couple of goodies still lingering around if you work at it, and that's what we've done today. And I got rewarded with this beautiful sportsman's button. I'm gonna let Dan take a look at it. What do you think about that, Dan?
It's a beauty, I'll tell you that. Love it. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Wow, nice detail on it.
Yeah, it sure is.
Let me see what the reverse. Yeah, it might be some writing.
Might be,
yeah.
We might be able to get a maker's mark off the back for it, for sure. But you guys,
that's got to be a find of the day.
Yeah, that is a beauty. A shield nickel, and then this beautiful sportsman's button.
Find of the day, but the day's not over yet.
Day's not over with yet. Surfside Dan said so. Well, Dan,
I don't know if I should have told you. Let's go over here.
So Dan directed me over here. You see him over here. He said let's go up front. But I'm glad he did, and I know this is a beautiful find. I love digging these, and I've got a couple of these. I've got one that has a bear on the front, and then I have another one that has deer on the front. But I've never gotten one with the dog on the front, so that one's really cool. So let's keep on hunting, and let's see if we can find a couple more things before we get out of here. Okay, looks like we got us I don't know, is that a half of a button maybe? And it looks like this might have been the back to a two-piece, the way it has that seam around the outside of it. But that was ringing up pretty low, 15-14 on the Minelab Manicore. And there we go, so we got a half of a button. 1700s plantation, we're digging amongst all these old oaks with these Spanish moss hanging down. It's a beautiful day, the wind's blowing, it's about 75 degrees. And we're having a great time, me and Surfside Dan over there. All right, he's packed in over here. He's had a fun day. He and I both have had a fun day. He's relaxing and chilling.
Yeah, but today was your day, man. You got the good ones today.
Oh well, I got lucky, Surfside Dan. We know how that works out sometimes. You just got to get over. You got to get over to target, and he knows that we've hunted this place quite a bit, and I know he's hunted this place quite a bit.
I've been here 4.5 years.
4.5 years. So, but anyway, we wanted to show Dan's finds that he's got down here, so we're going to show those real quick. Got a couple of nice little brass pieces here. This one was really nice. Look at the design and the detail on that, and really, really cool. And then, of course, he got one little cuff button here, a piece of a chain. It looks like maybe a garter slip, maybe, not real sure. but I think that's what that's for. I could be wrong. But anyway, those were Dan's finds. And all right, so we've had a fun time, me and Surfside Dan. Mike's still out there. We left Mike on his own. And so me and Surfside Dan, we decided we were gonna head back up to the truck. But we had a great and fantastic day. Check out all of our content on Southern Relic Adventures. Come check out our live streams on Friday nights at 7:30. We have a ball on there. We have a great knowledgeable group that shows up on there. And again, we hope to be back out real soon, and maybe next weekend we can get in another good hunt, and maybe we'll find some more incredible things. So we'll see what happens. But again, hope everybody's doing great. Thanks for coming along for the adventure with me, Surfside Dan, and Mike Howell from LMS Metal Detecting. Like I said, he's still out there hunting. We've shown his finds earlier, and he may have a lot more. If he sends them to me, I'll put them up on the video, and we'll make sure that we see those finds from wherever he is, deep in the woods somewhere. So again, the bugs are out. They're biting me and Dan.
They're biting me right now.
And we're gonna get out of here. You guys take care. We'll catch you guys soon on our next adventure. All right, we're back from our hunt, and we want to share our finds. It was a fun day. I got to hang out with Surfside Dan, got to hang out with Mr. Mike Howell from LMS Metal Detecting. The site had been hunted for the last 4 years, and we were just gonna see if we could sneak something out, and lo and behold, we did. So I want to share my finds with you guys real quick. Okay, here are my finds. You guys can see we got a nice shield nickel that we dug. That's in unbelievable shape, coming straight out of the dirt. The dirt was really kind to this as well, because most of those that you dig are normally not in very good shape. The other find was this beautiful sportsman's button with the dog on the front. Look at the back of that button. And these are, if I remember correctly, I want to say these are 1850s maybe, for this sportsman's button. But a really, really, really cool find. And then some odds and ends. We got a modern dime. We had one little small cuff button. This button, which was really weird, it's a two-piece button. It had an iron back, which you can see that on the back of it. It's got a hole in the middle of it, which was really strange. Then we had a piece of a button. We had a harmonica reed, piece of brass, another little piece of brass. So not a lot, but again, this site had been hunted for the last 4 years by Dan and a couple of his friends and Mike, and we were real excited to get the opportunity to get out and go hunt with those guys out on this beautiful property. So again, super day, had a lot of fun. Remember to check out our other content on Southern Relic Adventures. Again, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel. We would greatly appreciate it. We got more great hunts planned and more great content coming your way. We will see you guys on our next adventure. Take care.